Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb from Sefirot. I'm making this tape of the summary of the week of Malkhut even before I complete the week. The week will be completed on Shabbat, and I'll do a tape for that last day of the Omer a little later today at my house. But today I'm still in the cemetery where I did the tape for Yesod Sheba Malkhut, which is today. That's why I'm wearing red and pink as a top for the day of the week, Friday, and a brown skirt for Malkhut the whole week, and a scarf of red indicating every Friday is Yesod. Since Yesod gathers together all the others and gives it to Malkhut, and Malkhut's going to be on Shabbat as a preparation for Shavuot, the 49th day, I want to do the summary of the week of Malkhut now. Here in this place with Sefirot behind me. I tried this earlier, but my camera was in the sun and it stopped before I got to the movements as done for the parts of the soul for Yesod Sheba Malkhut. So I did it again higher up in the cemetery looking at Maron when I found a shady spot. And now I found a tree that will hold my camera very nicely, and I shall proceed going over the review of the week of Malkhut. So I'm going to stand here. So stepping to the side, feet shoulder width apart, bending the knees slightly so you feel supported from above and below at the same time, hands facing slightly back. And we started with the 43rd day of the Omer this week was Hesed Sheba Malkhut, and it was the vow was the Segol combined with letting Hashem breathe me, doing it 3 times, one for each level of soul. For the nefesh, the physical dimension that the soul lives in, ruach, the emotional dimension, and the shama, the intellectual dimension that our soul lives in. Different names for each level. One soul, one with God, all times. Hesed is the segol, the 3 dots, 2 above the head and 1 is the mouth. And letting Hashem breathe me. It was the 43rd day of the Omer. The 44th day was 6 weeks and 2 days, Gevura Sheba Malkhut. Gevura is the Shva, which is, it stops the end of a consonant at the Shva, and when you do a Shva, you make just a small sound, 1 dot on top of the other. Hesed was openness, loving kindness, flow. Gevura is setting the boundaries, setting the priorities, being able to say stop, to say no as necessary, and therefore becoming a channel for the light that comes from Hesed. Cemetery entrance. Here where I'm doing this video. that was the 44th day of the Omer Count, Gevurah Sheba Malkhut. The 45th day, 6 weeks and 3 days, Sefirot Sheba Malkhut. Sefirot is the cholam, the dot above the head's bent to make a vav, your head and your spine. Oh. 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 We move on to the 46th day, 6 weeks and 4 days of the Omer, which was Netzach, Sheba Malkhut. Sefirot has to do with harmony and beauty and being aligned with Hashem's will in a way that we can see from a larger perspective and know that we're always held by Hashem as we are being breathed in Malkhut, each moment by Hashem. That balance and harmony then moves into Netzach, which is the right thigh and the right leg, which has to do with purposefulness, asking the question, why am I here in this world? What do I have to be doing in this world? And the Malkhut left. What is my need to manifest in this world? What is the essence of my soul, my greater self, and how can I have that manifest? So Netzach, sense of determination, perseverance, and endurance. The Harik, then being breathed. And 6 weeks and 5 days was the 47th day of the Omer, which was Hod Sheba Malkhut. Hod balances Harik with a left leg and left thigh. It's the refining quality that makes things splendor. It's the letting go of my own purposefulness enough to listen to others, see from many perspectives, be humble and thankful for what is given me in this world at this point in time, so that I may manifest who I am in the best possible way. So Hod is the kibbutz. It's 3 dots in an angle. I center to remember who I am, and then to go to many sides as I see from many perspectives and acknowledge what is my reality. Turn to the left first. Ooh. 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 And today, the 48th day of the Omer, is Sod Sheba Malkhut, the Sharuk combined with Malkhut, with being breathed. Sharuk, connectedness, intimacy, relationship, a way of gathering everything together and then bonding with what's outside myself, bringing the inside and the outside connected or bringing all the parts of myself together in a wholeness in Yesod, so that I may manifest in this world my particular unique energy. The reason my soul was given this body to be here now. Sharuch is Yesod. Ooh. 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 And a preview of tomorrow, the 49th day, 7 weeks and 7 days of the Omer, which will be on Shabbat. So I'm going to do that tape later. And doing this review now because I just feel I wanted to share with you visually Spot, the community I live in. Yesod has so much to do with community this day, but also in terms of Malkhut, Sheba Malkhut, the cemetery. This is the ultimate grounding that each of our bodies acknowledges. It comes from the earth and goes back to the earth. And the ultimate place of feeling God's presence at all levels of our being. The physical body returning to the elements it was built with, and the other levels of soul, all the levels of soul actually finding their place and going back to the one. Malkhut, groundedness, oneness with God's presence, being breathed every moment by Hashem, gives us life, gives us movement, makes movement possible. Even if it's the smallest movement. And sometimes we even let go of that movement. Hashem lets go of breathing us for a period of time and then comes back into us in some miraculous ways. One of which I just heard of 25 minutes of not having the heartbeat and coming back with an aliveness that the person hadn't had for 10 years of having ASL, and be only to move his eyes. So may this video be dedicated to the neshama of Chaim Resnick, that passed away at the beginning of this week, the week of Malkhut. And may his family be comforted, and all this community. So Malkhut Sheba Malkhut is letting Hashem breathe us, letting 2 deep breaths come as wherever it is, and doing that 3 times consciously for raising and fixing and clearing any blockages in how we manifest our full beingness, our spiritual leadership, our holy presence, each of us being a holy, sacred presence in this world. May we be blessed with that and continue to be inspired and live by God, even as we're fulfilling our purpose at every moment and aware of it. It's nefesh, now ruach. Neshama. And bring your foot to close. And may we each be blessed with a very grounded, whole, healthy combination of all parts of ourself as we enter in at the end of the Sefirot count to the holiday of Shavuot, of the giving of the Torah, of the not the giving, the receiving of the Torah, of being totally receptive in our Malkhut place of God's breath and God's words and God's message to us as a people and us individually, open to the revelation that hopefully we prepared our vessel to receive over the holiday of Shavuot, which is Saturday night, Sunday, the first day of the rest of our lives, which each day is. And I hope to continue sharing how I count each day and help make each day count. If you're interested, let me know. Baruch Hashem, blessings to all of you at this time. Shalom.